Hey folks, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today we're going to go visit our friends at DuClaw Brewing, and we're going to give a crap. It's out of Baltimore, Maryland. Stick around and let's talk about some crap.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. And you're not going to find another one like it anywhere on all the internet. We are back to talk about beer and some other things today. So we'll get to that. But first, I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. I am Ben. What are we drinking today, gentlemen?
Give a crap. It's from DuClaw Brewing. It's a very unique can. It's a very unique story. It's a nice fruited sour. I'm thirsty. I want to drink it. Let's crack it and get drinking, and Andy can tell us all about it.
Now, as we open it here, am I the only one that had the thought? Because we did the brown note already that had some very interesting can art. Am I the only one that thought we should have probably combined this one and that one in the same show?
Yes.
They're very, I mean, yes, in some ways. This one's
the
a
only one who
nice
thought
fruited sour.
This
You can
was
tell
expecting
the
rainbow.
color. No,
Why didn't it come out rainbow?
it's beautiful. It smells wonderful. This is a beer that they do.
Like how did they do that?
No, it. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Ooh, isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Tasting some rainbows here.
Have you ever tasted a rainbow and savor? You will.
So you said fruited sour, 6.5%, 5 IBUs. It's blueberry, vanilla bean, blackcurrant, lactose. So this is a collaboration beer. They did not collaborate with another brewery. They collaborated with the Colon Cancer Foundation and Squatty Potty.
There you go.
So, and proceeds from the sale of this beer are donated to fight colon cancer. And if you have
Turn
a
the can
on the back, 45 plus. What is the 45 plus? Wait. Oh, yours says something different. 80%.
Wow.
Mine does.
What? How do we do that?
Oh, look at that.
So we all have to show our cans. Wait,
Yeah.
we have to talk about what's on our cans. Not your it's your backside. Come on. We're talking poop here.
So yours is 45 plus, right? You want to talk to that, Andrew? And I'll talk to my 80%.
I will.
You can talk to his too.
I'm like, and I know this is coming. And the guidelines recommend people 45 years and older should start regular colon cancer screenings. But if you're experiencing symptoms, you should get tested sooner.
That's interesting because I had my yearly physical a few weeks back, and my doctor said, they've changed it from 50 to 45. I was not excited about that news.
Yeah. I would imagine not, Ben. So what's the 2 on your can say there, Ben?
Excuse me. The 2 says colorectal cancer is the number 2 leading cause of cancer death in adults.
Wow.
Learn more and get screened.
So mine has the 80% with the exclamation. It says fit test is nearly 80% accurate and a non-invasive stool-based screening option for colonoscopy. There you go, Ben. Fit test.
I like the non-invasive.
Yeah, what do I need to do to get out of that?
But I will say, I do admire and appreciate DuClaw for their effort with this, putting forth and partnering with the colon research. So,
absolutely, yep. As we get close to those ages, yeah, it's admirable to buy this beer and know that some of that money is going to research. So, cheers to DuClaw.
Yeah.
cheers. Didn't mean to derail you, Andy. I just thought it
No,
was
no.
interesting
I
with the
like
can.
talking
Each
about-
of them are different.
Hey, let's talk some. I want to keep it family. Some poop talking.
Yeah, just move on.
So DuClaw Brewing Company, Baltimore, Maryland, started in 1996. It's a regional brewery. The owner was originally slated to go into the family business as electrical contractor, but he was spending a lot of his time home brewing and sharing beer with others. And his dad was like, "You're going to be a brewer, aren't you?" He's like, "Yep, I don't want to do electrical work." So he started up the brewery. Legally, the brewery had to be a restaurant with 50% of the sales at the time. So this is mid-90s. 50% of the sales were from food. So it started as a brew pub. Excuse me. Recently, so we are airing this in late summer, early fall of 2023. So recently, being June of 2023, DuClaw was acquired by River Horse Brewing out of New Jersey. So they're sharing production capacity between the two, and they're moving most of the production out of state. So remains to be seen DuClaw and its relationship with Baltimore.
So out of state to New Jersey, is that, or do we know? Don't know.
I don't know all the places that River Horse might be brewing.
I've never heard of River Horse, and I've even lived in New Jersey for a short time.
So they have some other interesting beers. I mean, obviously, this is not the first one we've had. We had the Sweet Baby Chai. They do their Sweet Baby Jesus, the Sweet Baby Java. The other one that's always been fascinating to me, and I mean, it's okay, but it's the Sour Me Unicorn Farts. And it has the unicorn with the farts, and it actually has edible glitter and cereal in the beer.
Do we have that in inventory or no?
We don't, but it's something
you've mentioned it before. I think that's it sounds very familiar.
Yeah, it's a very unique beer. They do a lot of sours and a lot of porters. that I recall. Like I said, this one you got as a sour. The unicorn farts is a sour. They have another one that they've started doing this last year that is another takeoff on the unicorn farts. But then they do a lot of like milk stouts or pastry stouts. They have their Sweet Baby Jesus, which is more of a chocolate peanut butter, if I remember correctly. They have their Sweet Baby Java, which is a chocolate coffee. So just a lot of those different types. And then, like I said, we had the Sweet Baby Chai, so we could always reference that one if people want to go back and look at it.
So Ben, you need to do that link, Sweet Baby Chai, and I think in post-production, you need to do a counter somewhere of how many times farts has been mentioned.
I need to get my little ding out again.
I'm just like I keep hearing poop and farts and
no.
No,
I shan't be doing that on this one.
Oh,
well, that's better than the other.
All right. So who has had this one before? Jay, I'm assuming you have.
I have. The other one is called the Patriarch Unicorn Farts After Dark.
Ding.
Right. Yeah.
That one looks really good too.
I'm not gonna post production ding farts. I'm just not. Okay.
Ding.
Not gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna move this
If you
along
did.
here. I'm gonna go first.
You know you love to give a crap.
I think this beer is interesting. It's got a lot of flavor to try and pull out, the different ingredients that are mentioned there, black currant, the vanilla, with that lactose, and then the blueberry, right? I always
Mhm.
want to say, I always want to do blueberry, blackberry, and swap them. I think overall, the flavor is really good. I think it's hard for me to pick out any one. So to me, that tells me they've blended it well, at least for my palate. Um, maybe can pick up a little bit of vanilla, but all in all, I think it's really great flavor beer. Um, really, obviously, like what they're doing um, from a you know giving some of the proceeds over for cancer research. That's always a good thing in this day and age. So I think all in all, this is what I'd like to be able to get more of. I wish I could. I'm going to give it an 8. It's tasty. It's smooth. It's nice. And it
Yeah,
reminds
I
me
know.
to go get my
Yeah.
colonoscopy. So
Your doctor will remind you of that.
you know,
Don't worry.
Or you could ask him about the fit test. 80% fit tests.
yeah. All right, Andy, what do you think?
I taste wise, when I first was tasting, I could pick out definitely the blueberry, and the aroma of the blueberry is the first thing you get. Taste blueberry is the first thing you get. Can get a little bit of black currant, another type of kind of berry taste to it. The thickness of it, I guess, from the lactose. When I smelled it, when I stirred it and smelled it a little bit, I could smell some vanilla in it, but I think I'm getting a little vanilla on the back end of it, but all in all, like you said, they blend it well. I like a good sour, and I too am going to give it an 8.0. It would, even if it wasn't for a good cause, the beer stands along its own. So 8.0 for me.
All right,
All
Jay.
right. Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say, Andy. The blueberry is the overpowering aspect of it, in my opinion. Smells like blueberry, tastes like blueberry. I love blueberries. So to me, a blueberry sour, I get a little bit of the black currant. The vanilla, I struggle to get, just like you guys. Lactose, to me, just makes it a little more creamy, maybe. Cut some of the sour out of it in some ways. Like you said, Ben, I mean, for a good cause, I love it. Doesn't really even have anything to do with that. That's not going to affect my rating one way or the other. DuClaw has always been a brewery that I have really enjoyed. We've had lots of access to their beer in North Alabama for probably 5 to 10 years. I mean, they've been here in the bottle shops a long time. So I like their stuff. They do some that mess with coffee, which my coffee feeling. But they make some great porters. They make some great pastry stouts. There's great sours. This is just another in their line of great sours, in my opinion. Really, really enjoy it, and I'm right there with you guys. This is an 8.0. So good beer.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
That the what is it? The lactose and the blueberry. It's like a blueberry pastry because it's not thin. It is thick taste.
Yeah, and it makes sense because they do a lot of pastry stouts. So I mean, I think they're ones that I've even had something like a pecan porter or pecan pie pastry stout. So they do some good stuff. We'll have to get some more in the queue in the future over the next year or so from these guys, because they do good beer.
That will be an 8.0. We all go to an 8. Even we can do that math without a calculator. For the Give a Crap from DuClaw out of Baltimore, Maryland. You're going to laugh at me because I, and messing
You're
up
like, where Baltimore is?
Yeah.
There's Baltimore.
Anyway, hey,
there's
PSA.
in Iowa, isn't there?
If you're 45 or older, talk to your doctor about a colonoscopy, get that checked out, because we've got a lot more beer shows that we're going to be producing over the years. We want you here with us, given that colorectal cancer is the number 2 leading cause of cancer death. So
we give a crap about you.
We do. So go get that checked out. Talk to your doctor, definitely. And if you see this beer, hey, grab a 6-pack. It's a good sour. It's worth it on its own merit, but also contribute to DuClaw and what they're doing there with the cancer research. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, let's see if we can get colorectal cancer down, and get liver and pancreatic cancer up. Let's take it out of that number 2. Buy the beer.
Move it down the list.
No, okay.
I mean, I don't know, whatever.
Cheers, mates.
We're not there yet. Be sure if you give a crap about this show, be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell. We would definitely appreciate that. Check us out on all the social medias. All those links are down below in the description. Come say hey in our Discord server, Hopped Up Beer Review, there on Discord. We would love to chat with you there. And check out our merch. Again, link below. Jay, you're always ready with that. It kind of cracks me up. But if you're interested in some Hopped Up Beer Review merch, go check out the link. And you can grab something from there as well. We don't contribute to any kind of cancer research, only because we don't really make any money off of that. It's just if you want some Hopped Up Beer Review stuff, it's there. I think we sold something and made like 60 cents. So, we're if we sell another 10 things, we might be able to buy a beer for the 3 of us. But that's not why we do this show. We do it because we enjoy it and have fun. With that, for Andy in the attic and Jay, I am Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.